Got to go in on this one. And unlike everybody else, trying to rain on Travis Hunter's parade, I'm trying to give the young man an umbrella. That's what I'm trying to do with this video. Not sure if he will ever look at this video. But who knows? So I'm here to give this young man his flowers. Okay? And this is how I'm going to do it. First and foremost, y'all leave Travis Hunter alone. Yeah, we know about his fiance, but that is still his fiance. What if I were to tell you that? What if Travis Hunter already knew these ups and downs about his fiance? We don't know this. I don't know this. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying all this to say that he's a potential Heisman Trophy winner. Prospects is high. His name is legendary. Travis Hunter. Gets no more legendary than that. I mean, the second coming of what Deion Sanders' name was back in the day, in my opinion, if you ask me. Generational talent, you name it. So, to be honest, I believe that the creator is protecting Travis Hunter, whether his fiance is good or not. You know what I'm saying? So, he's young. He loves her. I'm not here to say anything about it. That's not what I'm here for. There's a lot of content out there talking about what they think is obvious, what's apparent about him and about her. I'm not here for that. That's not what my content is for. My content is here, and I'm speaking on this about Travis Hunter from the standpoint that I have him in my prayers. I literally do, because that feeling that he has as a young man, no one can take that from him. You know, no one can take that from him, no matter how we might feel about it. And most people speaking from this player, manosphere, red pill perspective about him and his fiance. But I'm here to tell y'all all that don't mean nothing if he truly has love for her. Now, it will show over time if she doesn't have love for him. But who am I to judge? Who am I to say anything about it right now? But I believe that Travis Hunter knows what he's doing. He'll make sure that nobody, not even his fiance, with all due respect, is going to jeopardize his future. And he has such a great future, So at his age, man, I would love to have known I had so much going for myself with all the support. And that's not to say I didn't. I had a lot going for me at his age, but I didn't have all the support that he had. He's got everybody. I mean, you got Prime Time as your support. Oh my gosh. That it gets no more epic than that. Like, to have Prime Time as your support system. Come on, man. And then, of course, Prime Time, he's been through a few divorces of his own. So one has said online that Travis Hunter's situation with his fiance is kind of like Primetime 2.0 regarding his love life because of what Deion Sanders went through, especially with Pilor. I won't even say her last name, and I'm just being respectfully disrespectful about that. How you gonna still carry on Deion Sanders' name after you dragged him in the mud and even try to claim that he was trying to delete somebody and you said he was abusive? Like, how do you still have the Sanders name attached to your name? I'm just saying, okay? Yeah, in light of Travis Hunter, I'm just trying to give the young man his flowers for sure. Uh, as far as he at that age, man, where even with all this that's finna happen to him, I think the main thing is just I pray that he has good representation, and I'm gonna say that because I don't obviously know Travis Hunter personally, but I hope he has good representation. That and of course, many prayers too, just in case things do go left. Because yeah, I do know that his fiance didn't want to drop her last name and fully take on his name. She wanted her last name hyphenated with his last name. Now, yeah, I have my own opinion about that. I'm not going to say anything, but I will say that's just what she wanted to do. I'm not sure if he agreed to that, but all I'm saying going forward is I just pray that he's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of how things end up between him and his fiance, good or bad. Okay. I just pray that Travis Hunter will be good. Okay. Because we need Travis Hunter right now. Yeah, I said it. So, generational talent. I just pray that Travis Hunter gonna be still good, regardless. Like, he ain't slaving out to nobody, not even his potential wife. That it ain't nothing like that. I pray that in light of everything, that, and I'm not speaking on any past action of hers, whatever was caught on TV. I'm not even speaking on that. I'm speaking on just in general with her in particular, that she becomes even more of a representation of Travis Hunter. And if she felt that she did something wrong, like as far as whatever, like just sometimes you just be a better presentation. Like, she can even speak on it if she feels like it. Like, yo, I want to just be a better representation of Travis Hunter. Like, I'm going to do that as his wife. Like, that to me would be dope. That to me is dope. Like, when a woman just literally says, I'm going to make sure I am a good representation of my husband. That is dope. That's what men love to hear. Women that want to represent a man. Like, that is what men want to hear. See, women are just starting to understand the language of a man. Because a lot of gals never grew up with a man in all these times that we've been living in. So it's all actually new. So a lot of times guys talking about what a real man is, she don't know that. She never grew up around it. You got to take on things slowly when it comes to how you talk to women with a certain love language as a man. And I'd say you talk that way with a woman that's ready to talk that same language with you. You don't be sitting here trying to interpret your love language as a man with a gal that is not trying to what? Understand your type of language. See, that's the problem. And that's why you've been getting all these arguments. And you be seeing them arguing on all these podcasts and stuff. And so I know in my life personally, I gotta always watch it when I get a gal that, oh, I thought she understand where I was coming from, but then she didn't really understand. But see, some gals like to try to get in where they fit in. They want to pretend. You see, you gotta watch for that peep game. But yeah, when fellas, I encourage y'all to do this. When you realize she don't understand your language, when you realize she do not understand your language, aka your love language, don't interpret that. Don't try to translate. She just ain't gonna understand, man. You gotta get around a girl that understands your language, man. You gotta do that. She should have been learnt by now. She should have been learnt by now. So she's just part of a different nation, not part of your nation, you know? So she'll just never understand your language. I really hope y'all get that. Okay. And not to digress, but getting back to Travis Hunter, and I'll just round it up here. I don't want this video to be too long, but just thought I'd bring out hopefully a different dynamic on the topic of Travis Hunter and his fiance, versus what y'all been hearing lately, as far as him not noticing red flags and, his fiance, I guess she was a stripper in Atlanta. Yeah, I heard it all. So I'm already hip. Trust me. That ain't what this video is about. I'm just trying to give that young man his flowers. I understand. I've been there. I know what it's like to love someone that everybody say I shouldn't love. And of course, for me personally, I'm not speaking for him, but for me personally, I found out, yeah, I shouldn't have been loving her, but I love her. I had love for her. So it wasn't me making the mistake of loving her. Actually, it was her mistake not loving me. But it wasn't up to me to try to bring that to her attention. No, I did my part. It's like when you put your energy out in the universe, you put it out there, and then you see what happens. Nothing happens, nothing happens, but you keep it moving. You don't dwell on trying to see if that'll resonate with her. Okay, it's like putting a signal out there. Since I'm an astronaut, right? You putting signals into outer space. Okay, one galaxy, they didn't receive that signal. Another galaxy will. That's just how that goes. So all I'm saying is when you out here, y'all, fellas, you just have to be true to you, especially regarding this idea of love. Don't make it too complicated for yourself. Be around someone that truly is trying to be in the understanding, in the understanding of you, to where y'all don't have arguments like that because one person isn't trying to truly understand you. They just were trying to get in where they fit in, so they had to pretend. Okay. Cut that out early. Peep game early. Okay. You got to, because that's going to bite you in the long run if you don't peep game early. And I just pray that Travis Hunter is peeping game early too. And I'm not saying this in line of what other content creators have been talking about out here. That ain't what I mean. I just mean overall, as far as him as a young man in life, especially with his professional career about to start. Uh, and I really do hope that all does work out, even with his fiance, whether good or bad. And I don't say that to be negative. I mean, hey, if it's good with him and his fiance, I pray that flourishes. But if it's something wrong with that situation with his fiance, I pray that that gets rectified, like dealt with immediately as soon as possible, to where it doesn't ruin his life and his career. Because like I said, we need Travis Hunter right now. And so, but yeah, I definitely pray nothing but the best for him. I'm not one just trying to rain on his parade regarding his decision with his fiance. I really hope that does work out. I really do. I hope and pray that she does work on becoming a better representation of him, Travis Hunter, when it comes to protocols, how you carry yourself publicly as well as privately, especially with them having a YouTube channel together. Just doing better as a wife. Like, there's a lot that comes into this, especially when you're with somebody that is a professional athlete, and also, high profile individual. If we just put the athletics aside, just someone that's a higher profile individual, ladies, you got to come off different. Like, you should be that way with a man regardless, but when you know he's at a certain echelon, a certain level, you really got to come with it, because he can find many of you, but you cannot find many of him. And that's a fact. So you got to appreciate the blessing. Part of appreciating that blessing is not giving him a stressing. And so I just pray that Travis Hunter's fiance gives him more blessings. You know, I pray that it works out. I pray that even if it doesn't work out, it still works out in Travis Hunter's favor. Thanks a million for stopping by.